I'm from Ghana, and Ghana is in the West Africa. I came from a very small village, born and raised in a very small village. My tribe is called the Ga tribe. I started dancing, very young. I don't remember the age, but I remember, as I could walk, I was dancing. I came here actually to explore, to see what dance it's like here in the United States, and how I can get my body to move in a different way other than what I have been doing back in Ghana. The winter term, the study abroad Ghana trip, it's open to everyone, and I have 15 students, registered now that I'm going with, and not all of them are dancing. Some are, going to study, how to play different instruments. Yes, and others are studying how to tell, orally tell West African stories. Poetry, it's something that others are also signed up to do. Others are dancing at the same time, doing, multitask things at the same time. And so it's just what your passion is, what you really want to learn, or what you really want to. So it's just open for them to explore on this journey and to embrace all the experiences, so it could make them unique when they return, something that they could add up to their scholarly work, their research work, their personal life, and how they can relate to that. And I think they will grow as humans, having that experience. It's not only dance, but it's bringing a whole lot of art together. The fact that they will be performing with my company, based in Ghana. They're all Ghanaians. They've had West African training, so it'll be very interesting and unique to find this blend on one stage performing. Now we're learning different movements from different tribes, and this is because I am not trying to define a specific tribe. My idea here is to bring all tribes, all dance forms together. It's going to be an intense program because we're moving from one region to the other, doing 2 shows at each region. And so for them to really be able to communicate with, people, very different people at each region, so they can really tell what each tribe does and what it means to them and how different it is from one tribe to the other, so they wouldn't kind of like call West Africa, but then they will understand that, it is not the same. Even within Ghana, the tribes there are very different. They speak different languages. They have, different way of living, and, what means what to them. When we visit, my village where I grew up, the village is going to have a mini Durbar for the students, which is really interesting. A Durbar is when all the people in the village gather around with the chief and the elders and everything, and then the village people will perform, and then the students also will perform at the Durbar, and I thought that's really interesting. But one thing that they will experience is how people in the village go through their daily activities without electricity, how they cook, how there's no TV, but then there's, music and dance, how there is nothing, in terms of, the use of gadgets and all that, but then, life still goes on for them. How they, wake up in the morning by hearing the crow of the cock or the hen as the use of their time, how the sun goes down, and that tells them how to come together to sing and to dance, to sit afterwards and then listen to stories from our grandparents. All this lifestyle would kind of like give them a different perspective of how you can embrace other things in life, or how you can look at life at a very different lens, or through a very different scope.